The match wasn't good. It was a huge I was a huge Diesel fan as a kid, so
Yeah.
when I watch it, it's fun for me. I have, like, nostalgia for it, but it was voted the worst match, by the Observer readers, and Meltzer called it clumsy and predictable. I mean, you've got 2 huge guys here in a featured spot. Neither of them are really exactly ring technicians. You know, traditionally, they seem to
Yeah.
perform better when a big guy is with a smaller guy who can bounce around for them. What do you think about pairing up a couple of big guys? I mean, it looks
Well, I
great on a
mean,
poster.
it's comparing a couple of big guys is okay if you got at least one of those guys who is capable of leading the match.
Mm,
That's the deal. Um, you know, um, when I first started the business, I was a baby face, for a long time. But as I went, I was also picking up those other skills. I mean, I was one of those guys like, I could be on the first or second match when I started, but I didn't have my match and, shower and get in my car and leave. I stayed. I watched all the matches, especially the main events, because that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to eventually be in that main event. And I went again when I was a young guy. Um, and like I said, Murdoch had first got me booked with Bill Watts. They would do their interviews on a certain day every week, and I went to those. I didn't do any interviews yet. I just went and watched, and I knew what the storylines were. I was like going to school, and I just kind of think that's what's been missing in our business, and yeah, I mean it's like. Um, uh, Sid was, he was okay, but he was, he could. I think his realistically, a lot of his promos were pretty good, and I think his promos were a little bit better than his ability to, carry a match. I think he needed help in the ring. And I've never worked with Diesel, Kevin. I've never, I was by that time I was a manager, and I wasn't ever in the ring with him. Uh, Not that I can remember anyway. Now somebody's going to come along and go, "Oh yeah, you wrestled him," but I don't think I did.
no, because, by the time he retired, he may have been in the company. I can't really recall, but I know that he
Yeah,
was a heel, so you wouldn't have worked with him.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't think he ever got to step in the ring with him.